Hello students, we were doing chapter number 4, chemical bonding, molecular orbital diagrams, electronic configuration, everything we had done. Now we have to move towards last topic of the chapter, and that is hydrogen bonding. First we'll discuss what is hydrogen bonding, how many types. Hydrogen bond means it is a type of intermolecular attraction, and three electronegative element, most electronegative element, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. These elements form intermolecular hydrogen bond, fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. मतलब molecules having one of the atom fluorine or oxygen or nitrogen, then they are able to form intermolecular hydrogen bond. Example, if we see between HF molecule, between two HF molecule, there is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. How it is so? We know that fluorine is having 3 electron pair as a lone pair, and more electronegative this fluorine. So what it will do, bonding electron pair shift towards fluorine and it gets partial negative charge, hydrogen gets partial positive charge. And fluorine being more electronegative, so it will attract more electron pair towards itself. Same here, it will attract electron pair, so this get partial negative and this get partial positive charge. Now positive charge hydrogen is highly electropositive and fluorine is highly electronegative with negative charge. So what will happen? There is attraction between these two, fluorine and hydrogen. That attraction is shown by a dotted line, and this attraction, intermolecular attraction, is known as hydrogen bond. Intermolecular attraction, that is called hydrogen bond, and it is shown by a dotted line. So how to define intermolecular attraction, hydrogen bond? It is attraction between positively charged hydrogen, between positively charged hydrogen and highly electronegative element, hydrogen of one molecule and highly electronegative element and highly electronegative element of another molecule. So it is intermolecular attraction, that is known as hydrogen bond. Okay, so highly electronegative atom fluorine form intermolecular hydrogen bond. Many molecules can join. It join with another molecule. Partial positive, partial negative. Join with another molecule. Hydrogen is partial positive, fluorine is partial negative. So in HF, there is intermolecular hydrogen bond. Second example for intermolecular hydrogen bond is H2O. In H2O also there is intermolecular hydrogen bond, water molecule. We know oxygen is combined with 2 hydrogen atoms and it has 2 lone pair. Okay. Another molecule this way. So there is attraction between positively charged hydrogen and highly electronegative oxygen. This is electronegative, so get partial negative charge. Hydrogen gets partial positive charge. Now there is attraction between hydrogen and oxygen. This type of attraction is known as intermolecular hydrogen bond. This hydrogen also combined with oxygen of another molecule like this, O, H and H. So water is also forming intermolecular hydrogen bond. One water molecule joined with 4 water molecules to form hydrogen bond. How? This is one water molecule. This side it form hydrogen bond with oxygen of another water molecule. This form hydrogen bond of with oxygen of another water molecule. 2 lone pairs are there. It will combine with hydrogen of another water molecule. it will form hydrogen bond of hydrogen. So one water molecule can form number of hydrogen bonds 4. Clear? Third example in which hydrogen bonding is present, that is ammonia, NH3. I told you 3 element form hydrogen bond. So in ammonia what will happen? This is NH3, one molecule. This is partial negative. These are partial positive because they are electropositive and nitrogen is electronegative. Another molecule of ammonia. So positive part of one molecule, positively charged hydrogen of one molecule and negatively charged nitrogen of another molecule joined by intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So intermolecular hydrogen bond present in the molecules possessing atom like fluorine, nitrogen and oxygen. Clear? Strongest bond form is between hydrogen and fluorine. After that, hydrogen and oxygen. And least strength of hydrogen bond is between nitrogen. Now the question is, chlorine is more electronegative than nitrogen. Nitrogen is forming hydrogen bond but chlorine won't. Why? Chlorine being more electronegative, it is not forming hydrogen bond because size of chlorine atom is big. So due to bigger size, electron density around it will be less. And this less electron density will not attract the positively charged hydrogen of another molecule. That's why chlorine in many cases do not form hydrogen bond, but in few cases it form hydrogen bond, that is in chloral. एक compound है chloral hydrate. In this compound there is intermolecular hydrogen bond between chlorine and water molecule. इसका formula होता है CCl3CHO.H2. This is chloral hydrate. ये Cl and H2O will attached through intermolecular hydrogen bond. ऐसा होता है इसका structure. 3 chlorine atoms are there, 1 carbon, 2 OH atoms are there, like this. This way. Now there is intermolecular hydrogen bond between them. So in chloral hydrate you will have intermolecular hydrogen bond between chlorine and hydrogen. Otherwise in general chlorine cannot form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Highly electronegative element form, that is fluorine, oxygen and nitrogen. Okay. Now there are 2 types of hydrogen bond, intramolecular, intermolecular. Right now we had done, they all are intermolecular hydrogen bond. एक और होता है intramolecular hydrogen bond. What is intramolecular hydrogen bond? This type of hydrogen bond is formed between positively charged hydrogen and highly electronegative atom, but both belong to same molecule. It is not intermolecular attraction, it is intramolecular. Within the molecule hydrogen bond is formed. See example, orthonitrophenol. This is orthonitrophenol. Benzene ring, phenol matlab OH, nitro means NO2. This is orthonitrophenol. Now in this orthonitrophenol, hydrogen is partial positive because of this polar bond. This is partial negative because of this polar bond. So there is hydrogen bond between these two. This type of bond within the molecule is known as intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Salicylic acid also there is intramolecular hydrogen bond. COOH and OH. This also form intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So what is intramolecular hydrogen bonding? Intramolecular hydrogen bonding is the hydrogen bond formed between hydrogen and highly electronegative element, but both belong to same molecule. એની સામે જો આપણે બીજું example લઈ, paranitrophenol. What happened in paranitrophenol? This is phenol એટલે OH, para ઉપર nitro, ortho para आप later on पढ़ोगे. This is another molecule of paranitrophenol. They are joined by intermolecular hydrogen bond. So this type of bond is intermolecular hydrogen bond. And this type of bond is intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intramolecular hydrogen bond. Compounds having intramolecular hydrogen bond is having less boiling point. They are less volatile. Intermolecular hydrogen bond જે compounds માં હોય એમાં attraction intermolecular attraction વધારે હોય એટલે એ લોકોના boiling points વધારે હોય. The para-nitrophenol has more boiling point. It is less volatile, while ortho-nitrophenol is having low boiling point. It is more volatile. What is the reason? It has intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is having intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Even this type of hydrogen bond is present in solid state, vapor state, liquid state. In all the three states of matter, hydrogen bond is present. If we take one cube of ice and another cube of ice, and if we touch them together, then they'll join permanently. They'll become one, because hydrogen bond is formed between one ice cube and another ice cube. So in solid state also there is hydrogen bonding. Liquid also, and in vapor phase also more hydrogen bond is present. It is type of intermolecular attraction which decides the boiling point, volatility of many molecules. Now we'll do some exercise questions of this chemical bonding chapter. Few questions I'll do for you. First is telling that question number 4.7. Describe the shape of the following molecule using VACPR principle. We'll do of PH3SiCl4. PH3SiCl4. Question number 4.7. Suppose we take an example of PH3. Its shape we have to say with the help of VACPR principle. Now first we'll draw Lewis dot structure. For that, valence electron, phosphorus 5, hydrogen 3. So total 8 electrons, means 4 pair of electrons are there. Phosphorus is central atom, 3 hydrogen atoms. One we have to place 1 pair, octet of hydrogen completed. 4th pair will be given to phosphorus. Phosphorus octet pura, hydrogen completed. So now around phosphorus there are 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Around phosphorus central atom there are 3 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Total 4 pairs are there. It is type AB3E, and AB3E type has shape trigonal pyramidal, like this. Shape will be trigonal pyramidal. Phosphorus at the center, 3 hydrogen in 3 different planes. 1 lone pair is present on the top. So shape is trigonal pyramidal. Now we'll see for SiCl4. Silicon tetrachloride. Valence electron if we count, then silicon has 4 and chlorine has 7, so it is 28 plus 4, 32 electrons. Matlab 16 pair of electrons are there. Okay, now silicon at the center, 4 chlorine at the 4 corner, where we have to place 1 electron pair in between. Octet complete karo surrounding atoms na, એટલે 16 pair મુકાઈ જાય અને બધાના octet એ પૂરા થઈ જાય. Okay, now silicon has 4 electron pair and all are bonding. AB4 type, matlab tetrahedral shape. What is the shape of SiCl4? Tetrahedral. Silicon at the center, 4 chlorine atom at the 4 corner of tetrahedral, and the bond angle is 109 degree, 28 minutes. Clear? Next we will do रेजोनेंस स्ट्रक्चर बनाना है SO3, resonating structure of SO3. So many we had done, but I will do one for you. It's question number resonating structure, question number 4.13. We have to draw for SO3. Valence electron, if we count for SO3, it is 6 and 6 valence electron in oxygen, so it is 24, matlab 12 pairs. Okay, if we draw its skeletal structure, one electron pair we have to place in between. Octet of all oxygen completed. Okay, 12 pair and 12 we had already placed, but central atom sulfur octet is not completed. So what to do? We have to shift one lone pair as a bond pair. Three ways we can shift. पहला ही shift करो. Or we can shift from this side. This is second Lewis dot resonating structure of oxygen. Or third, we can shift from this oxygen this way. Bond pair, lone pair becomes bond pair, so that octet of sulfur is also completed. So three structures form. First having single bond, here double bond. Second structure, double, two single. Third structure, single, single and double. These three resonating structures. What is its resonance hybrid? Partial double bond character with all the three oxygen atoms. So this is the resonance, different structures of SO3. They are called resonance resonating structure, and the last structure is known as resonance hybrid structure. Okay. Now 25th question. Question number 25th. Describe the change in hybridization, if any, of aluminium in the following reaction. It's AlCl3 plus Cl minus gives AlCl4. Now if we draw Lewis dot structure of this, then it is electron deficient. So this is the Lewis dot structure of AlCl3. I showed you earlier how to draw Lewis dot structure. How many electron around aluminium? 3 pairs. 3 are bonding. So it is AB3 type. Shape is sp2 hybridized, planar triangular. It's planar triangular. Now in AlCl4 minus around aluminium, there are 4 bonding pairs because 4th chlorine also there. So if there are 4 bonding pair around the central atom, then all are bonding. It is AB4 type. So hybridization becomes sp3 and the shape becomes tetrahedral. So by drawing Lewis dot structure, by knowing how many lone pair and bond pair it has around central atom, we can draw, we can give the hybridization and shape of the molecule. Clear? One more given, 4.26. It's 4.26. In this also we have to show change in hybridization. It's BF3, NH3. When they combine, they form addition product BF3, NH3. He's telling again, state the any change in hybridization of boron and nitrogen in this reaction. So if we draw its Lewis structure, it is of type AB3. So hybridization would be sp2 and it is planar triangular. No lone pair. In this there is one lone pair, so it is AB3E type. It is also sp3 hybridized, but its shape is planar trigonal. Shape is trigonal pyramidal. One lone pair and 3 bond pair. When this compound is formed, this is BF3. It will accept one electron from nitrogen like this. So now both of them sp3 hybridized. This is also Ab4 type. Nitrogen is also Ab4 type. So both have sp3 hybridization. So hybridization of boron atom changes, but hybrid state of nitrogen can't change in this reaction. Now we have to calculate in 4.28 total number of sigma and pi bond. 4.28. Total number of sigma and pi bonds. First is C2H2 given. If we draw its skeletal structure, then it would be like this. 1 sigma, 2 sigma. Whenever there are 3 bond, 1 sigma and 2 pi. So it has 3 sigma, 2 pi bond. If there is double bond between 2 carbon, one is sigma, another one is pi. 3 then 1 sigma, 2 pi bond. Next example given is C3H4. 1, 2, 3 and H4 only. 1, 2, 3 and this 4. So there is triple bond between them. This is sigma, sigma, sigma and sigma. This is sigma, between sigma and 2 pi. So how many total sigma? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sigma, 2 pi bond. So if all are single bond, they will be sigma. If double bond, 1 sigma, 1 pi. If triple bond, then there are 1 sigma and 2 pi bond. All the questions are important. Maximum we had solved. But if you have any doubt, solve first whole exercise. If you have doubt, then I'll give you PDF for that. Clear? Now this chapter gets over. Next we will start with states of matter chapter. That is also important lesson. Numericals will be there in that. So in next video we will start with chapter number states of matter. That is I think 5th chapter. Okay, bye.